What's up, everybody? It's Kalen Moss and Therian Thacker here, and we are going live, going for another day of studying for the Marketing Cloud Developer Cert. And what we're going to do today, excuse me, what we're going to do today is we're going to go through the Marketing Cloud Developer Trail Mix. Now, I already have 47% completed, but what we're going to do is we're just going to go through the ones that I didn't complete, and we're just going to finish this one out and see what we learn from there. So that's where we're going here, and we're going to do develop mobile strategies and go to create SMS messages with Mobile Connect.
Yep.
And do you want to read this, Therian, or do
Yeah,
you?
absolutely. Let me take over here. So let's just hit the bullet points first. Basically, what Trailhead wants us to be able to do once we effectively complete this unit is create effective SMS messages using Mobile Connect. Identify the DOS. I love how they didn't put a comma. I'd see DOS, and I'm like, oh, that's definitely an acronym. The do's and don'ts of SMS messaging and following Mobile Connect best practices. So basically, what they're telling us here is that 5 billion people have mobile devices. I would say way more than that at this point. Maybe multiple mobile devices if you have work and personal. So, which means you can reach a lot of customers with Mobile Connect, but those customers are more discerning when it comes to receiving text messages. After all, they often give these messages immediate attention because it's right there in their queue, right? They're opening up their queue. They have all their loved ones. They have everybody that's important to them. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, buy my new clothing. So they're very discerning when it comes to that, especially in their immediate attention queue. So basically, they expect high quality, relevant, and timely messages. So we need to learn how to connect with them at the right time, is what they're saying. And it's up to us to deliver. So in this unit, we're going to learn how to apply the best practices to send and integrate Mobile Connect with our Journey Builder. So let's talk about where to send. So a location, of course, isn't just a factor for segmentation or regulation when it comes to Mobile Connect, which is a very heavy sentence. But what they're saying here is that location doesn't define the outcome. Is really simply what they're putting here. So different countries and regions require separate short or long codes, which I wrote up an amazing technical document that I shared with one of our students not long ago. To basically send to recipients in that specified area. So SMS remains an extremely effective tool around the world, but you need to properly prepare your efforts to make sure you have everything in place to conduct your send. And what do they mean? What are they saying here? They're saying mind your P's and Q's. Don't just send anything. Really understand what your customer wants, because you don't want to add another person to your delete contact list, to your unsubscribe list. We want to make sure we're effectively communicating with everybody. So that's why Mobile Connect uses guides for SMS sending to help our efforts, basically. And that way, we can make sure we follow the correct guidelines and regulations as you prepare to send messages. By regulations, they mean specific regulations, even in the US, by state sometimes. So SMS, I learned very recently from a healthcare standpoint, it can actually be different state by state and not just United States. So I can only imagine what the standards might be in South America, UK, wherever we might be going. So when to send? Much like mobile push, you want to send SMS messages only when the subscriber is likely and awake. Great point, because we don't want to be sending out messages at 3 a.m. in the morning like, hey, come buy my fishing bait, for me personally, to receive them. So the problem is that you can't always predict when your SMS messages arrive on a mobile device, which makes perfect sense. Let's imagine somebody like Kalen is jet setting and he's in plane mode. He's not going to get any of those messages. Then all of a sudden he's going to land and you've got a stack of SMS messages waiting in his queue as soon as he hits. And he's like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I'm just trying to get off the plane and get moving. So the device could move into a network range after losing signal for a while, or the subscriber could be turning their device back on or recharging their phone. Mobile Connect does give you some control over these send times and these particulars. Just start your sends early enough in the specified time zone to make sure a long send won't run into nighttime hours. They say nighttime, let's call it nightmare, because the nightmare of those nighttime hours is unsubscribes. So let's also set send blocks to prevent sends from kicking off at a bad time. Makes perfect sense, right? Hey, look at my subscriber. Where do they live? What time zone are they in? Let's not just send out random messages in the middle of the night. So now let's talk about what we're going to send. Of course, you always want to send the most relevant and important content in your messages. SMS messages are immediate and tend to demand more attention, which we discussed before. So you want to keep things short and include a definite call to action. However, SMS messages also require a little more regulatory language than other messaging options, so you need to be careful. We need to walk on the eggshells and not create any cracks, because that's how we're going to lose our people. So you need to include directions that help the subscriber receive assistance or stop receiving your messages. Fingers crossed that they won't, because that's the whole purpose of our campaign, is to keep them with us and not lose them. So Mobile Connect provides stored headers and footers that help you standardize this. That's a great word, legalese or legalese. I'm not even sure I've ever used that word in my life. I need to look that up and understand how to say that. So use those tools to help you ensure regulatory compliance. Okay, so let's talk about send using Mobile Connect API. So let's get into the developer talk here. The Mobile Connect app and REST API work together to automate the sending of many types of SMS messages. For example, you can send an SMS confirmation after a subscriber enters information on a web form, or we can decide to automation, let's replace automatically with automation, or an automation that triggers a shipping confirmation. Because the REST API is so versatile, you can create a lot of different options with that. And I think a little bit that we have gleaned from REST versus SOAP is for web services, while REST is for direct actions, like things we need to take action on right now. So let's look at some example outbound messages. And honestly, okay, hold on, I missed a little bit here. Scroll. So in this module, we assume you're already an administrator with proper permissions to create mobile messages, aka all of our MC admins that are successfully going through the Minute Admin course and coming out the backside with that certification. If you're not an administrator for Marketing Cloud, that's all right. Let's see what Trailhead says. Read along to learn how your administrator would. Okay, so what it's saying is, let's say you're a BA. Okay, how do you communicate with the admin on your crew to take the steps to allow you to create this? Okay, that's what they're saying here, in the actual production org. So don't try to follow these steps in your Trailhead playground, of course, because Marketing Cloud isn't available. We all know that Marketing Cloud isn't available as an instance for anybody. It's very tough to get your hands on one. So let's look at the example they've given us. So this example shows how to create a message in Mobile Connect and then send that message as a part of an API trigger. Use the Mobile Connect outbound message template to define the content for each message. And here's how. So in the Mobile Connect app, let's create message, select the outbound template, name the message, select the short code to be used for delivery, use the same code on which contacts subscribe to a specific keyword. Okay, so I feel like that's very important. We want to think about the keyword, like why did this kick off? What was the trigger or the keyword that kicked this off? So let's select the API trigger send method. Now we're going to define the content within the message. Both the message contact and message list APIs allow for override of said so defined message content, meaning you can include more relevant content in the API call. Perfect example of Kaylin Moss is interested not in the regular headsets that are there to be purchased, but the custom headset, the one-off that he's waiting to come back into stock, right? So we want that relevant content to reach Kaylin Moss. Be like, yo, your bright red custom headset just hit back in. There's 7 available. You want to buy one? Here's your text message. So more relevant content in the API call and still use the message structure for the send. So the original structure, we're just making it more prominent for the person we're reaching out to. Activate your message. Both the message contact and message list request bodies. Let's see. Okay, I don't like the grammar here. Request bodies using the API key received during this step. Okay, so we're activating the message, and both the message contact and message list request the body of the structure of the message we're sending using the API key received during the step we just created. That's what it's really saying. So yeah.
So if we go over to just to kind of show,
Yeah, cover it. Please take me into the instance because most people don't get to see this part.
So Mobile Connect right here. You go into there. Says go into Mobile Connect app, which is in Marketing Cloud. It's not an app on your iPhone. It's kind of confusing because you would think it's an app on your iPhone or something.
Right, you really would.
It says now click Create Message up here in the top right. Click Create Message. And then you're going to choose select the outbound template. So we've made some improvements. We're going to go ahead and so you have these templates for how you want to create your message. You have a workflow. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step workflow.
Yep.
And it's saying to choose the outbound template. So you click that, which is sending a message, SMS text message to your subscribers. An example would be a new product that you're offering, a coupon that you're giving, or some sort of sales announcement. So we're going to click next. Name the message. Let's say Therian and Kalen test message. Now, we don't have a short code, so there's nothing for us to choose. You would have to work with a wireless carrier, someone like Verizon, AT&T, or something to get a short code. And then you would choose, do you want to put this on a schedule? Do you want to do an API trigger, which is what we would be choosing? Or do you want to put this in an automation? So for us, it's an API trigger in this scenario. Now I can't click next because there's no code for me to choose. There's no short or long code. Right. So we're stuck at this specific scenario in this step 2, unless we were to get a code. So just wanted to show you what that looked like as we come back here.
Right.
But basically that's what we're pretty much doing here.
Absolutely. And let's just cover for a brief moment what short codes actually are, because I need to refresh myself, and I think I'll refresh everybody with me. So short codes are basically 5 or 6 digit phone numbers. Unlike long code phone numbers, short codes have few limits on throughput, volume, or inbound to outbound ratios. That's why we recommend them for high volume use cases like reoccurring messages and alerts. So that's fantastic to know, right? So if you have a campaign or a journey that is constantly sending out, we want to really focus on a short code, right? So you can use short codes for single message and recurring message programs. We currently support only service use cases, not marketing promotions. That's fine. Your company's automated responses can be a maximum of 160 characters. So there's our guideline. We have 160 characters, right? That's what we have to work with when it comes to a short code in
Which
marketing.
website are you reading?
I'm Salesforce Help.
Oh, gotcha. Hold on.
I'm on Salesforce Help. Yep. For more information about using short codes in the US, see the CTIA Short Code Monitoring Handbook. So, wow, there's a whole deep dive in the entire mobile section of regulatory and understanding those pieces and parts.
Yeah.
Yep.
It really is.
Oh, it's deep. Because we think about emails all the time. Well, there's a whole different separate set of rules that apply to mobile messaging, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, we can put that in the chat also. Let's see. Because you're right. I mean, we've been talking about emails for so long, but in reality, it's there's so many rules to the game when it comes to all types of messaging. Like, yeah, there's a lot of regulatory rules.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Massive amount of people.
And depending on your, once again, on your area, your job field, I mean, if you're in the healthcare field, those rules become even more stringent, right?
Yes.
Because we're talking about HIPAA, we're talking about, very personal information. So, and amazingly enough, each state in the US at times can have their own different set of regulatory rules. So that's something I want everybody to keep in mind wherever you are. Even if you're not in the healthcare field, whatever state you might be working out of, it's great to understand those rules for your state when it comes to text and email.
Yep.
Because the last thing you want to do is get red flagged, right?
And I'm
Last,
sure a lot of people do get red flag because they don't know the laws to this stuff.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Good, good. That was a good rundown there.
For
What
sure.
else we got? Okay.
All right, so what do we got here? So we created, okay, post, okay, rest. What do we got here? Content, application, JSON, authorization. We haven't done any kind of coding like this yet, but this makes sense. It's a weird mobile standard of what we've already covered. And basically what we're saying here is like, if subscribe equals false, if resubscribe equals false, if override equals true, then message text, welcome to our list. That's a lot of constraints to get to the final, hey, it's okay. We're going to send you this message, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just JSON. This is JSON
Yep.
format. Once you like, I've been doing a little bit of JSON research.
Yeah.
And it's actually really funny because yesterday, as I was going through one of these modules before, I was studying one of these modules, and I was at W3 Schools, and dude, you talk about getting better at coding, bro. They're on a different level,
So to
bro.
back up what you're saying about W3 right now is Salesforce actually shares articles from W3 Schools for some of these deeper dives into architecture and developer side. Yep, you're exactly right. I've been to W3. They're amazing.
Like, where is it? Learn JavaScript. JavaScript right here. So JavaScript is obviously being updated all the time because it's the world's
Yes.
#1 most popular programming language.
It is right now.
So what you're using in Marketing Cloud is server-side JavaScript, which is a version of JavaScript, but it's an older version of JavaScript. So like I started realizing that what you can do is you can come in here, and what you have is you have all your tutorials on the left-hand side. So you have your, let's say, like objects. You have your, like, let's just say we're like real life objects, properties, and methods.
Well,
And
number one, I need to point out is the fact that neither one of us could fit in this car.
yeah,
I just need to point that out. My head, I
like
would be looking like this as as I drive.
yes. You're looking like Shaq in there.
Looking like Shaq in that car. Okay. So real life object properties and methods.
Yeah.
And I love how they have the fiat, the model, the weight, the color, start, drive, brake, stop. This is good.
And then all cars have the same properties, but the property values differ from car to car. All cars have the same methods, which is start, drive, brake, stop.
Yep.
But the methods are performed at different times.
Mm-hmm.
So what's it saying? In real life, a car is an object.
Right.
A car has properties and
Weight,
methods.
color, methods. Yep.
JavaScript object. You've already learned that JavaScript variables are containers for if you would, go through all that, and then the code assigns. So here's what I just wanted to like mention to everybody is like, if you want to learn this coding stuff, honestly, one of the best places to go really is W3 Schools.
Yeah.
Because you have tutorials, JavaScript tutorial, and you have all the stuff you can practice for JavaScript. And then if you scroll down, you have the different versions of JavaScript. You have the different objects of JavaScript. You have the different functions of JavaScript. You have the different classes of JavaScript. You have, and this is what I would say to anybody who wants to like upgrade their career. Look at that. Launch your web development career in just 6 months with W3 Schools boot camps. Now, here's the thing. What it's about is it's about you coming in and figuring out, do you want to learn HTML? Do you want
CSS,
to learn CSS, JavaScript? Do you want to learn SQL?
SQL, Python, Java, Oh, look at the C++ at the very end. They actually did it by age, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh, look, this left-hand side was my life for 2.5 years.
tutorial,
All
function,
of that. Yeah.
classes, how
So
to
look, everything you're seeing here is why I could read AMP script with you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like
Polymorphism. Oh, goodness gracious. It sends chills down my spine. On the left-hand side, you'll see one thing called polymorphism, and it is a terrifying class. Just absolutely terrifying. It means many forms, my friend. Many forms.
and the beautiful thing is all this stuff is free to learn.
Free.
Absolutely free. So if you want to come in here and you want to actually learn, like you want to come in here and you want to actually learn one of these languages, you could learn one of. Let's say you come in here and you learn Python.
Right.
Let me just do a quick hypothetical. And this is just me being somebody that wants to like help everybody. Python.
And to piggyback on top of you helping somebody, I want everybody to know that this is something you can learn faster from here than you could a traditional university coming out with a huge amount of debt. So if you don't have the ability to get into a college, this is a great place to go to just turn your resume into the most beautiful thing ever to show your abilities by learning it this way. There you go.
Average.
You
could come in here, you could say, this weekend, I want to devote 8 hours a day on Python, learning Python.
Go through every one of these bullet points.
Go through every bullet point on the left-hand side of this tutorial.
They even have a try it yourself.
Get
your own Python server. They have a link for everything you're going to need to take this journey.
So you have here. Oh, sorry, I was showing a different tab right there.
No, you're good. Yep.
So you can share you can do this. You can say run. You can switch it. You can say run.
There it is. That's honestly the first piece of coding you learn in any class in any language. I need you to know that. It's never changed. It's never changed.
You keep going, and you could say you do all these exercises. Go into let's just say if you wanted to go into Python lists, right here. You got that. Try it yourself. Create a list. Click run. Print this list. So you got all types of. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I know you're running one screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you really have the ability to come in here to something like W3 Schools, learn a language, which is completely up to you which one you want to learn. And you can come in here and learn this stuff. So you come back over here to Marketing Cloud, and then you bring your coding skills back over to here, and you're like, oh, I understand JSON because I learned JavaScript. So that's really, it's all up to you and what your hustle mentality is. So
it really is. How bad do you want to learn this?
Exactly.
And, I mean, let's be honest. Me and you are here on a Saturday morning. It's 8:47 CST, 9:47 EST, and we're here showing you how to go and do this.
Exactly.
It's the fuel to your fire. How bad do you want that next step in your career?
Yep.
Push it.
Exactly. You got to push it. You got to wake up. You got to say, you know what? This is what I think. First things first, I'm grinding. because I want to live my life. I want to go do what I want to do for the rest of the day. So I'm not going to
Yeah.
wait until 5 p.m. when everybody's going out or when everybody's going to dinner, whenever, you know what I mean? And I get invited and I'm like, man, I need to study. I'm like, I already studied, you know?
Right. Right.
So yeah. Anyways, that's my spill. You want
Completely
to
get it. It makes sense.
finish this one here?
Yeah, let's do it. So now we have let's talk about actually sending these. Happy Saturday, Rosalia. Thank you for joining. Yes, we will share the link to the W3 page.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah,
Here.
throw it in there for her, Kalen. And thank you for joining us from Mazatlan, Mexico. I super appreciate it because I think you're 2 hours behind us. Boom.
Are you
So-
on is Mazatlan on the West Coast?
I believe she's 2 hours behind EST.
Okay, so that must be mountain time. So would that be one?
I
Because that would be
think
1
it's
hour.
Mountain Time. She'd have to correct us if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it would be 7:49 a.m. for her.
Gotcha.
So she's up getting it. She's up here.
That's
She's like,
working.
how do I get to W3 schools? Let's do it.
Woo, I love it.
Woo! Let's code. Let's get
That's
tech.
motivation.
So now we've talked about all this jargon. So let's actually put these messages in our Journey Builder. So Mobile Connect and Journey Builder get along well. I love that description of the relationship. Let's just say they're in love. In fact, you don't even need to open Mobile Connect to send messages via Journey Builder. And why is that, Kalen? Go to the live instance and show why we don't need to do that.
Wait, what did I say? You don't even need to open Mobile Connect.
Yeah, to send messages via Journey Builder because you can do what with our tools?
You can build them in Journey Builder.
Yep. So on our list of tools, what do we have there when we're going to build a journey and we don't even need to open Mobile Connect?
So we could go directly into Journey Builder.
Yep.
Create a new journey.
Yep.
Let's see once it loads.
Let's see what we got. It's working on it. It's Saturday morning. The instance is slow.
It's trying.
I got while it's loading, let me bring up a very interesting topic. My buddy, who is very heavy in networking in the Microsoft side of business, sent me a great article talking about how Salesforce has made the decision, and let me make sure I'm exactly right on this before I say any more. They decided to hold on to their servers for 1 more year. And he thought this was so funny because he found out that they were on a 4-year plan. And he goes, I'm not going to lie, 4 years is a very aggressive approach to replacing technology like this. So when I hear other people giving him crap, by crap, I mean Benioff crap on the time of replacement for these things, it makes complete sense because most of the time we're looking at a 6-year life cycle on everything that we're working on in Salesforce. So we're going to get 1 more year and then everything in the background is going to get upgraded and replaced. So things will be faster coming up very soon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I thought that was a super interesting article because I sent him a message and I was like 4 years. I was like, that's super aggressive. He's like, that's very aggressive. He goes, most of the time we wait for 6 years before we even consider thinking about that. So
you have the link to that?
I'm going to have to look it up. I'll have to look it up and grab it from him. And then I will share it here.
And while you were doing that, while
Yeah.
you were explaining that,
Yep.
we're in Journey Builder and you can see I'm putting this this SMS text message together right within Journey Builder. So we can put your name here, we can put my name here, right?
Right.
So you can preview by the code type if you have a specific type of code, a short code or a long code. So it's really interesting what you can do with right here. You could do a subscriber preview. Let's get started previewing your subscribers, seeing where your what it would look like to each subscriber. Now, we don't necessarily have anybody we have a phone number for, but if you had a data extension that had someone's phone number, you could choose that data extension. Now we can't choose anything because we don't have a data extension with phone numbers in it. So that's the only thing. So I can't really choose anything there.
Right,
But
right.
as you can see, you can drag over the SMS, message activity.
Yep. Which is
click
what we were
that,
talking about. Yep.
and configure. So that's what that was saying over
Yeah,
here.
so we don't actually have to go to Mobile Connect when we go to do this in Journey Builder. We can just grab, once again, the tool from our toolbox and drag it over and put it to work. We can get it dirty. So basically, back to our story here. Journey Builder also helps us automate those messages and honors any send blockout times, which we can set up when we put that in place. That way, we're less likely to get an unsubscribed, right? And people aren't getting messages when they aren't expecting it, of course. Hey, Tice, what's going on? Hola.
What's going on, man?
Hey.
Hola, gang. What's up, Tice? How's
So
it going?
So why would we want to include SMS messages in our journeys? Well, I think at this point we all know great reasons why. So let's see what Trailhead says to us. So these messages make excellent reminders for upcoming appointments, events. So insert a reminder 2 days before an assigned time to make sure everybody is on the same page. You could also include a member-only sales announcement or reminders so that customers don't miss out. These kinds of messages serve a quick single purpose that includes a clear CTA. I know a lot of people see CTA in job descriptions, but what CTA is a call to action, right? How are we grabbing those people? How are we saying, yo, come look at this right now. You need to see this. So let's press on with mobile push and head to the next unit. And let me tell you, a great example of this is that you're a premium member to the website that you love. Nike. Let's just say you're a premium Nike member, right? And since you're a premium member, you are exclusive in this journey on a decision split that, hey, this person's a premium member. So when this happens, let's let them know this. Let's say there's some random Jordan going on sale or some, brand new shoe going on sale that hasn't even been released. And since you're a premium member, you're going to get access to that. So we want to make sure our journey decides that for us based on the data we're giving it, right? So in that data we've collected in this clean data, right? In this magic world of clean data where everything's perfect, we have a very definitive line that says Kalen Moss is a premium subscriber. We need to let him know when the newest shoe has dropped. Like when something that he clicks on all the time and we put all this data together, that he gets this mobile message like, you've got 24 hours before this goes live to the public. Here's your opportunity to buy this new Jordan, right? And that's what this is saying right here.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying straight up. Yep.
Hey, we're doing well, Taste. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody watching is doing well.
Absolutely.
Thank you. We got to rock it. We're SFMC rock stars. We got to
absolutely.
The only option is to rock.
Kalen's getting tornado style weather and I'm getting blizzards. So
now I'm getting like 85 degrees and sunny, man.
Hey, I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I can't even get to the airport to actually come to you at this point. I can't even get to the airport to come.
Dude, one thing I wanted to also show here is there's so many platforms that you can use to send these SMS messages. One of the most popular ones is Twilio. So Twilio is actually what a lot of people use if they're sending these SMS messages, right? Like you have, and let's just look at the pricing for Twilio. So let's say you were a small company and you were like, I want to just use their SMS features. Let's see, what would they what are they charging? So this is just kind of to show you what you would charge, what you'd be charged. So SMS API and messaging service software with one simple price in the United States.
Yep.
Pay as you go model. You get volume discounts based on how much you send. You get a discount based on if you're committed to use a certain amount. So let's see. So a number that you use, that's this column. The text messages, that's this column that you can send and that you can receive. the picture messages that you can send and receive, and then the messaging service features. So for local numbers, it's going to be set 0.0079 cents to send a message per message. For toll-free numbers, same thing. For short codes, it's that much. And it says whether you need 1 to 100,000 numbers, Twilio keeps a deep inventory in stock, so local numbers are always where you need them. So pay-as-you-go number pricing, local phone numbers validated as spam-free with 120-day 7-point inspection. Your local prefix is $1.15 a month. 1 SMS per second. Toll-free numbers, $2.15 a month. And then high volume short code, you're getting charged $1,000 a month for a Twilio leased short code. $500 a month if you manage the lease yourself. And then if you use your existing number, use the Twilio SMS API with your existing US and Canadian phone numbers is 50 cents a month. So you have to go a little bit more in depth.
Right.
On the pricing, but US Cellular 79 cents, 0.0079 cents per message sent. Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, other carriers. Number type, if you get in a local number, toll-free number, random short code, $3,000 for 3 months because it's $1,000 a month. Vanity short code, $4,500 for 3 months. Right? So just come in here and look at kind of what are they charging for, right? Like what is basically when you look at a pricing page, it's like, what is each company charging price-wise for? Like for messages sent, they're charging. For numbers, for an actual number, they're charging. So you're getting charged for having the number, and you're getting charged for sending each text message that you send is being charged a certain amount. So it kind of, you know what it reminds me? It kind of reminds me of back in the day when you had to pay to text people.
Oh yeah.
You only got free text messaging after like what, 8 o'clock or something?
Yeah.
Or on the weekends.
I hate to date myself, but there was a time where I had one of the most original cell phones ever, and you actually had to put a card in the back of it with an allotted amount of hours, and it would run off of that card. And when it was done, you pulled the card out and you threw it in the trash. That So it's
God.
and I love to hear you talk about like, yo, you save money in the evening by texting in evening hours, and look at where we are now, right? Look at where we are now. It's so crazy to think about. So crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So let's see what if you look at it says multipliers for Marketing Cloud. Multipliers differ based on your edition or product, subscription start date, destination country, and message type. So let's just say we have let's just go up here, and then this is for WhatsApp first business messaging. Let's go to Marketing Cloud pricing and marketing automation costs. So Data Cloud, loyalty management, engagement, advertising intelligence, personalization, content management system. Let's see. If we were to try to find SMS messaging, let's just see. What does this say? SMS MMS. So let's see. What is this saying? Marketing Cloud does not support all markets listed. So it's going to take a little bit of, I'm over here trying to show you this, but basically you just got to look at the pricing for what it is you're trying to find. And as Tay said, he said he used to build in Twilio until he found Marketing Cloud. So many third-party apps you can skip just by using Marketing Cloud.
Got you.
So just seeing, and then not to mention developer costs. So Just hearing that from somebody who used to build in Twilio, that's
Yeah.
a good point.
That's
And
a great shout out.
there's another tool I think called GoHighLevel.com. And basically, it helps agencies and marketers thrive with an all-in-one sales and marketing platform. And you get everything you need, whether it is the power of ClickFunnels, Facebook, Messenger, Google Analytics, capture new leads. What else do you get with it? Let's see. You can create membership areas. What's the other thing? Close more deals. Where is it at?
Grow your agency, white label platform, award-winning support, join the movement.
Right here.
Here we are.
So Go High Level replaces
Woo!
this, a CRM,
Yep.
sales funnel, website builder, surveys and forms, email
Workflow
marketing,
automations. Yep.
SMS messaging right here, booking appointments, workflow and automations, courses and products, call tracking.
And Ty said, yeah, GHL is pretty good.
What is it?
Ty said, yeah, GHL is pretty good.
Yes. And look, only $297 a month.
Woo!
So if you really think about it, overall, what would all these cost? $6,972 a month, and Go High Level has all of it in one spot. So a lot of people who have agencies who are like, basically, let's say, for example, you're a marketing agency for like plumbers.
Right.
And you're saying you go to plumbers and you say, hey, I can manage your CRM. I can manage your sales funnel. I can build you a website. I can help build out your surveys. I can do the email marketing for you. I can do the text message marketing. I can even help you book appointments. I can help you automate all your workflows. I can help you even create a course if you have a plumbing course. I can help you track all your calls. I can help you keep your reputation intact. And I can do tracking and analytics. And think
snow
about
plowing business, we got you. We got
say
you.
What?
Snow plowing business, we got
Snow plowing, yep.
We got you.
And you can basically you can have all that in one place. So I found out about that. See right here.
Yeah.
Twilio right there.
There it is.
Integrated right there with it. So
HIPAA verified. I've been talking about healthcare.
Yep.
HIPAA seal of compliance. So that's great. That's great to see.
Exactly.
Yep.
So just seeing that, it just goes to show there's a lot of tools out there. Obviously, you got to become a little bit more familiar with all of it. But like Tay said, it's like, it's basically like, you just have to, what I'm saying is you just got to come from that background, or you got to do your research of that background.
Yep, for sure.
And yeah, so let's see if we can get these right.
Wrong. We're gonna get them all wrong.
You need long codes to send to different countries.
I'm so bad at the bubbles at the end.
What did we have here?
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so bad at the bubbles at the end.
Different countries and regions require separate short and long
codes. There we go. Boom.
That's one.
There's the answer.
Which of these concepts
is the best? Okay. Neglect. Yeah, we definitely want to neglect all call to actions, right? We don't want to pay attention to anything that's going on. We just throw whatever out there.
Send whenever you feel like it.
How about store legal info in separate messages?
Oh my God.
These are actually great.
These are amazing.
Whoever made up the other answers is hilarious.
They're like, hey, we're just gonna lob you the answer right here, bro.
Make sure to ignore all CTAs. Send whatever you want to, and let's just create separate messages for legal actions. Why not? Hey, thanks for joining, Tice. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Yep. So we really don't have that much time left today.
Yeah, we got 30 seconds. Yeah.
So we are. We're just gonna. Hey, thanks, Tice. Got to run. Got a deployment to do.
He's laughing.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
So hey, that was a good session.
Well, hey,
We talked a lot
it-
about SMS
yeah,
messaging.
it was a
Learned some.
great, cozy Saturday session. Just
Yeah.
kind of relaxed, going through these trailheads. I know how many of us have blown through so many modules, just kind of overviewing and light reading. So to really chip it apart, tear it apart, and share with everybody, it's fun. It actually helps me learn more. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And we talked a lot about different sites and stuff today
Yeah,
too. So
for sure. For sure.
those are other things. Like I think you get a lot more working with us on these if you join
For
than
sure.
just the one thing you came here to learn. There's a lot we
Absolutely.
go through. So
Absolutely.
great call.
Kalen, I appreciate you.
Great work.
Absolutely.
Minute admin
Tice,
crew.
Rosalia, we appreciate both of you.
Hit
Big
that
time.
like. Hit that like button on this
Yep.
video. Hit that
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Come
Turn on
find
post-
us.
Turn post notifications
Yep.
on.
We're here.
And join the Facebook community. And collaborate with other people who are in this community too, and help them out too. It's only Ethereum and I right now. We can't get to everybody, so
Right.
Join the community.
And if you have a burning topic, let us know. We'll cover it.
Let us know. Yes.
Yeah, we'll cover it on a weekend stream when it's more relaxed and we're kind of just chilling. So you let us know if you've got a burning topic that you want covered in a deep dive. Give us a holler. Throw it in the Facebook page, LinkedIn, wherever you want to give us a shout.
I completely agree.
Yep.
All right, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Talk to you later.
Minute admin out. Later, buddy.